Ollie friends, how are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. So I'm in my living room because I got a package and I'm really excited about it. And of course I want to share it with you guys. Guys, I have been wanting this kit for a long time. And I have looked at it several different places, and you know, it's one kit that runs a little higher than some of the kits. Some, like, you know, some of the reborns, they run a little less high. I don't know, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I went ahead and I ordered all off ALIExpress. They had a kit. You know how I'd love to put these kits together. I've been wanting this kit forever, so I finally just said, you know what? That's it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it off of ALIExpress. So, without further ado, do you want to see who I got? Oh my goodness. Oh, I got a little Levi kit. Oh, he is so cute. He's so cute. Oh yeah, and he is going to be a he in my nursery. By this time you already know that though, because I will have a blanket reveal probably of him. This video will go out after that one. But I wanted to show you once again how to put the kit together. I do have a couple of putting together kits, different, let's see, okay, so I have one where I put a kit like this that just comes as a kit together for you, and that's Chloe, my Saskia kit. And then I recently did one with Henry, who is my Liam kit, and he's my mini Liam kit. And he was an already put together doll, and I took him apart and put him back together, and so that video is out if you would like to see that. If I can remember. I am so bad at remembering though. I will try really hard to link those in the description box below so you don't have to go hunt for them. But if not, go to my how-to or my helping videos, I can't remember how I have it titled, playlist, and it's all there. It's all there. That is one thing that's easy. So when you get a kit from ALIExpress, I've showed you guys this before, but it comes in, well, it comes in like a bubble thing. I already opened it. I had no patience to wait. And then you get like some little baggies, and in this little baggie was his little head, his little body, zip ties to put him together, and a pacifier. I have to put a magnet in. I'm not the best at putting magnets in, but I'm gonna do it. So I gotta put a magnet in. I won't do that on camera, and here's why. There are a lot of videos out there with people showing you how to put the magnet in. It is one of the harder things for me to do. I don't do well with it sometimes, so I'd rather I'm too nervous to do it on camera. So that I will do that off camera. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I get, like, putting these kits together, I slap them together like there's no tomorrow. But magnets are that's a whole different story. But and then the second bag, you get all the little limbs. So you get all the little limbs. They're already painted. I've looked this kit over, and it has great modeling, veining, and blushing. I mean, it's all on there. It is all. I know it's kind of flat. Once you get the polyfill in there though, it just pops those little legs out. But yeah, it's great. Let's see, my camera wants to focus on my face, so it's not gonna focus greatly on this, but anyway, there we go. So yeah, it's really good, really nicely done. It's very nicely done. I'm very pleased with it. I can't wait to get him together. So I am going to turn the camera off for a minute. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we've got the magnet placed in the head. I'm getting better at it. One day I will maybe do it on camera. I just get so nervous doing it. But so we have that in there. Now typically they tell you to let that dry overnight before you start messing with your baby. I don't have that much patience, so I will let the pacifier stay on its little mouth to help hold the magnet on there while I'm messing with it, and then I will go ahead and stuff the baby. And then once you stuff the baby, just be careful that you don't, you know, like, just be careful that you don't knock your magnet off. And once you stuff your baby and your magnet's on there, then you can kind of like, you can choose to keep the pacifier in its mouth overnight to make sure that the, you know, glue sticks on in there. And the stuffing will help kind of, you know, keep it in place too. But yes. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pan down. Let's see. You got a good view of everything I'm doing here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stuff his little head. So like I was saying, I do have the other tutorials out, but then somebody was asking me, well, several people had asked me, because I talk about how I like the floppy baby, and they're like, well, how do you get it floppy? So I'm going to let you in on my secret. First, I'm going to stuff its head with some coarser polyfill. I'm going to put a little in here, and since I got that magnet in there, I'm going to try to kind of work, make sure I don't knock into that magnet, just because I don't want to glue it on there. So I'm just putting a little in here, not much, I just put a little in here for the front and the back of the head, and then I'm going to get me a stocking. I'll need a little bit of a stocking. These are, I've cut these pretty short because I've used them. I've used all my pantyhose. I got plenty in here. And these are, you can go to Dollar Tree and get a bunch of these too. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a fresh one off. Get a decent size so I can tie it. I want to be able to tie it. So that's what I'm going to do. Get my glass beads. These I just get from Amazon. I have, let's see, let me think. What video do I have all of this linked in? I want to say, I'm going to say it was Chloe's video. And her video, her tutorial, I have everything linked that I have, that I use, that I like to use. Everybody has a preference on what they like to use, and that's fine. You know, everybody has their own way of doing things. So like I always like to do, I'm gonna go stuff my little piece of pantyhose with, I'm probably gonna do about almost 2 scoops. I don't quite got these all the way full, but almost 2 scoops there. So we'll say 1 3/4 scoop, okay, of my scoopers. I don't know how much that really is. I don't weigh this stuff out. I just do it by feel. That's just the way I do. And I'm just doubling this because I can. I've talked about doing it before. Sometimes you can't. I only have that much. This time I have enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and double it and then tie it again. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'm going to shove this thing in its little head. Again, be careful of its little magnet. Don't want to mess that up. I'm doing good. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of put this in the middle of his little head. this is where your preference comes in. Some people like it more toward the back of the head, so the head automatically when you pick the baby up flops back. Some people like it in the front so it flops forward. I kind of like mine in the middle and it still makes the head floppy. That's just, I don't know, that's just my preference. And then when you get that in, then you go ahead and you stuff the rest of your stuffing in. And I am going to stuff over by the magnet, but I'm going to be careful because I don't want to knock my magnet off after I worked hard on getting it in there. I do like, especially the little babies, I like to stuff them pretty good. I don't know why, I just do. That's just my preference, right? When you get to doing this, you'll figure out what your preference is. And so there we go. Yeah, that's a good stuffed little guy. Oh yeah, his head's nice. You've got a nice head, little man. So now he's got a nice stuffed head. So I'm gonna move his head over to the side because I don't need it right now. I don't need it right now. I'm gonna close this because, oh, you know what? I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna leave that open. I am gonna move these over to the side and the little body for the moment. I am gonna get right into that here in a minute though. So next what I'm gonna do is what I always do. I'm gonna work on my legs. So I'm gonna give him some weight in his little legs. I got about a half a scoop going here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Oh yeah, he's so small that it goes up pretty far, and that's fine. That's fine, it goes up pretty far. So I got glass beads in there now. Now I'm going to use some more polyfill and these little holes. I'm gonna stuff it right in there. And for the little babies, I do go up, I tend to go up a little higher on the leg, make it a little heavier because, you know, smaller babies are like, I don't know, they just, you know, they have that weight to them because they don't distribute the weight, you know, throughout their bodies like an older baby would. So I like them to be a little heavier because it's more like, you know, I don't know, real baby to me. But see what I'm talking about? See how his little leg is plumping out there when it was real flat? So, it's just, and then again, this is another preference. You can stuff as much or as little stuffing that you want in there. I like mine. Yep, see now he's got a nice chunky thigh. He's still squishy. He feels real good. You know what I did? I forgot to shove it down in the knee. I do this all the time. Oh my goodness. So don't do this. I'm gonna show you one thing I should be able to do. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy straw, and I always forget to shove it over in the knee part. I always forget that. If you guys have watched my videos, you know this now. I always forget to shove it over here. Just so that the leg down below here, there we go, much better, much better. And the knee has some stuffing in it. I always forget that. So then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna restuff it. And I'm probably gonna need a little more stuffing now since I shoved that in there. I always, if you watch my last video, I think I told you the same thing. I just dropped a leg. No babies were harmed. No baby dolls were harmed in the making of this video. I'm dropping limbs. There we go. Much better. Now his little knee's got stuff in it too. That's a better leg. Anyway, there you go. There's one leg. I gotta rescue the other leg. It fell on the floor. Now while I do this other leg, I am gonna go ahead and turn the camera off because I'm gonna do it the exact same way as this leg, and these videos tend to get real long if I keep them on, but I'll be right back and we will move on to the arms. Okay guys, we're back. Both of the little legs are looking and feeling really nice. So I am now gonna set those aside and we're gonna move on to the arms. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get a scoop. I'm using about 3/4 of a scoop for this one. And then I'm just pouring it right into these little holes. Woo! And you know what? I don't think I need 3/4 for the arm. Oh yeah, I could put a little more in there. I just poured a little too fast for this little hole. That's why I keep it over the bucket. All right, that's plenty. That's up to his elbow, so that's plenty. So I got the sand in there. Now I'm going to remember this time. I'm going to remember this time. I'm going to get down in here. And these are really small holes. The smaller dollies, the smaller the dollies you get, the smaller the little holes are. But that's when tools like this come in handy. I'm going to remember to push this down because I want it to be filled in all the way. I just have a little, there we go. Looked like I had that whole thing trying to go in there. I don't. Just have a little one. A little bit, a little bit. All right. I'm just shoving it down in the hole so that it feels nice. And then again, going to shove it in the hole. And that is plenty. So we got a little arm done, yay! Again, I'm going to stop recording because you saw me do this arm. I'm going to do the exact same thing to this arm. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got the little arms all done. So now we have all the limbs and the head done. So now we're gonna work on the body. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the zip ties they sent me. They're not too bad, I don't think. Let me see. I guess the heads are. I think I'll save these. I'll save these for if I need them in a pinch because the ones that I bought are a lot smaller. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5 of these. And these are still good. I'm gonna save them. You know, if I need to, if I'm in a pinch, I will totally use these. And sometimes you get in a pinch, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But since I have these, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and use them. So I'm going to thread all of my my gadgets through here. We'll do the legs first, and I'm going to go ahead and do both sides. Sometimes I just do one side at a time, and sometimes I'll do both sides. And sometimes these come pre-threaded. That's always nice. Not that it's hard to thread them, but just saves a little bit of time. So, all right. So there's that. So then what I like to do is I like to get the little legs on. And when I put the legs on, I like to like have this, like, so you see the lip, so I make sure the lip is in there. That's what I like to do. I'm actually going to put his little leg up, make sure the lip is in there, and then you just tighten this until it's tight enough, but not too tight, which I may have just made that way too tight. Oh no, it's good. I might even tighten it a little more. He's got little legs. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, you want to be able to move it, but you don't want it to come out. So that's that. Sometimes too, especially with these smaller ones, it's good. It's nice to get the bum started before you put the legs on, but I didn't. I'm not going to. But you can. You totally can put some stuffing in here before you put limbs on. A lot of people like to do that. And that's fine. Like there's, you know, just as long as you get them in there, that's the important part, right? So that's good, but we need a little more tightening. There we go. I want to make sure this doesn't come off. It looks pretty good. Okay, so I got my little legs on. Now, I generally will clip these off as soon as I get my legs on, but these little legs are really small, because remember, this is Levi's a little baby. So I'm going to actually stuff him first real quick. I don't know where I'm going. Here it is. I'm going to stuff him with my softer polyfill and get his booty started and see where I'm at. I always like to make sure their little booties are cute, you know? Get them good and stuffed in there. My cat thinks she's gonna come and help. I don't need your help, Miss Thing. Okay, here we go. I kind of got a little more of a basis of, yeah, that's good. Yep, actually that's really good. So now I am going to go ahead and clip these off. I just wanted to make sure that the legs still moved really well and that the legs were the way I wanted them. So now I'm going to get my toenail clippers. And I'm just going to go ahead and clip these off because I've got this to where I want it. He is just a wee little thing. Okay, so there's that. My phone is going crazy. So there's that. Yes, my little Levi has his little legs. I am now going to go ahead and thread his arm thingies. And there we go. Oh, you always got to do the one backwards, right? I just did. Got to make sure it's the right way. I'm sure if you've hung out with me this long, you guys know I usually tell you make sure your head's the right way, and I did not. See, that's why. And then I had to go back. Now the head's the right way. It'll fit in there right. Do the other side. These are super easy to put together and super fun. I really like doing them. I really like putting the babies together, buying the kits that are painted, and all you gotta do is put them together because you get to customize them. His arms are so small. So small. Okay, I am going to go ahead and put the arms on now. So let's do that. Again, I want to make sure that you get it in the lip because that's where it's going to make it stay. We'll put his arm up a little bit so I can, he's got tiny little arms and tiny little legs. Yeah, that's good. I think that's pretty good. Get his other one. Same thing, same thing. You're just making sure to get it in there. You want to make sure to get it in there so that you get a good fit and it stays on and it doesn't pop off. And then you want it loose enough to where you can move it easily, but not loose, so loose that it pops off, you know? So yeah, I got my little Levi's arms on now. So now I got his arms on, so I'm going to weight his body, and I'm actually going to leave, because his little limbs are really small, so I'm going to leave this attached for the moment until I get some more of this filled out. so that I can make sure the arms are the way I want them. So again, I'm just going to get some of my handy dandy pantyhose. I'm going to cut me a good section off. I'm going to knot one end and then I like to make sure it's got a good knot in it. And then I'm going to use my glass beads. All right. So, don't have many of this, but I bought another. I actually thought ahead. I knew I had babies I wanted to redo, and I had babies. I knew I wanted to order some babies, so I thought ahead and bought 2 things of these glass beads. So I'm gonna have to get, I just used the last of those. Now I think I want more than this, but what I think I'm gonna do with this, let me think. Okay, so we're gonna pause for a moment so I can get some more glass beads. I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead and filled up my glass bead bucket. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more in here. I'm gonna put, so this is about 3 or 4 scoops, and that's probably plenty for him. I don't need a ton. He's got some in his arms and legs. I actually don't have enough to, I'll just go like that. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your little like hole in the middle of him. With the little babies, I tend to put it more toward the back, kind of in the middle, but toward the back. So, because, you know, they're mostly on their backs. So that's what I like to do with mine. Again, that's preference, how you like your baby to be. So I got that in there, and then I'm going to continue stuffing him until he is what I want, how I desire him to be. And I want him to be floppy, so I'm not going to stuff him like a whole bunch. Like, that's probably pretty good, because I might do a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more in this shoulder and a little bit more in the other shoulder. Not too horribly much. Then remember, you want the nice back, and then you can do what you want with the belly. You want a flatter belly, you make a flatter belly. You want a bigger belly, you make a bigger belly. That's better. And he's still going to be pretty floppy and squishy. So let's make sure that both his arms are working well. They are. Oh, this one might be a little too tight. It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, where does his zip tie go? There it is. Put the last zip tie in the, let me make sure I'm doing it right. This way. Okay. Last zip tie in the head. Yep, I did it right. Yay, Alicia! And I'm gonna get his little head on. So I'm gonna get him. And again, you want to make sure you're getting in that lip with his head, just like you did with the rest of him. And get his little head on. Make sure it turns the way you want it to. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he feels good. He feels real good. That's fine. All right, oh, my camera battery is flashing. I'm gonna die. Hold on. Okay, battery change was successful. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that we take our handy dandy toenail clippers and clip off all these extras once you get them where you want them. Oh, he is so good. He is so good. I can already tell. You guys have already seen him and know how good he is. He is falling over because he's little. And that's it. That's how you do your floppy. And now he's weighted well. He's real soft and he's super floppy and posable and easy and adorable. Oh my goodness, look at this little guy. Look at him. I can take this out for a minute. Look at this little man. Isn't he adorable? See, he is just super floppy, and his head, yep, super floppy. He can't hold that sucker up because he's little. He's not supposed to. And that's what I mean when I say I like a floppy baby, is I like them floppy. So that's how you get your baby floppy. Let's pan up with my newest little one. Oh goodness, look how sweet this baby is. I am so glad that I decided to get him. I have been wanting him forever, and now I have him. Oh, Mama's tiny man. So yeah, look at that. Oh, that's Mama's boy. Oh guys, he is so cute, so cute. He came out really well. I really love him. All right guys, that's it. That's how you get your floppy babies. So I hope this helped you. I hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So for me and my little floppy man, I don't know if I've done his name reveal yet. I don't know what order I'm going to put these videos out, so I'm not going to say his name in this video. But you may already know his name. I may have already done the name reveal video first. I'm not sure. But for me and my newest little guy, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Don't forget to hit your subscribe button and your notification bell, because that way you get notified when I put a video out. And leave a comment down in the comment section below. Are you loving putting these babies together as much as I am? Oh, I just love creating these little guys. It's kind of like a puzzle, you know, but you get to customize it. All right guys, thank you so much again for staying through this video. All my information is down in the description box below. Friend mail, email, Instagram. Yeah, so we'll see you next time. So don't forget to be kind and be gentle and be you. See you next time guys. Bye.